Joining me now is Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn to help us break this down. Senator Blackburn, good morning. How are things in the volunteer state?
Things in the volunteer state are absolutely fabulous. We are the best state in the country in which to live, to work, to rear a family, and to have jobs for all of those kids to come home to. And yesterday, we saw the success of the Memphis Safe Task Force. Crime in Memphis has been brought down by about 50% over the last 6 months. This is a very good thing. And when you see what is happening in Memphis with the reduction in crime, when you talk to residents of Memphis and you hear from small business owners, they will tell you there is such a significant difference, and what a difference it has made for families, for kids who are going back to school, what it has made for communities who are no longer hearing gunshots through the night.
I was going to ask you that. That was my next question. What are community leaders telling you, those who are there on the ground, and families who simply want to be able to send their kids to school without worry?
Yeah, you know, Nick, we've had a great mayor and great police chief there in Memphis who have worked right with the 30 federal agencies, plus the Tennessee Highway Patrol and the Tennessee National Guard. Now, they have worked as a team. That is why this is called the Safe Task Force. And having Memphis leaders work together have been fantastic. Now, yesterday, we heard from Delisha Ballinger, who is a mom who talked about safety in her neighborhood. She had had a stray bullet make its way through the wall of her house. And she talks about how peaceful it is now to be able to sit on the front porch. And we also heard from a business owner who had had delivery trucks and landscaping equipment that had been apprehended by thieves. And you look at the reductions in numbers that you just had on the screen, whether it's the motor vehicle theft or the assault numbers, the murder numbers, and you see that there are thousands of crimes that have not taken place, and there are much safer communities, and the community leaders have been incredibly supported. I will tell you this, I truly think that Memphis is the model for how we move forward to address public safety.
And Senator Blackburn, where is the disconnect? Why aren't other cities following suit? You talked about how local leaders, down to the mayor of Memphis, worked with the federal agency to make this happen. Why aren't other cities experiencing crime not heeding this message?
And that is one of the things that I think is really quite puzzling. And we've talked about this a good bit. Now, I worked very closely with Kash Patel, the FBI director, and Pam Bondi, our attorney general, to get the wheels turning in Memphis with local Memphis leaders. State Senator Brent Taylor had established a group a few years back called Make Memphis Matter. And they have worked diligently at the state level to raise awareness of what Memphis needs. So what you have seen is a partnership where you've got your local, state, and federal elected officials and your local, state, and federal agencies that are working together. And because of that, I would encourage other cities that have crime problems. You look at cities like Chicago, like St. Louis. You look at Los Angeles and San Francisco. You look at what is happening in some of the East Coast cities. And Nick, it is beyond me that people would not put aside partisan ideas and would come to the table and say, let's make these communities safer.
In the interest of public safety, it would seem as though calmer heads would prevail and partisan politics would definitely be put to the side. I'll be in Nashville in May. I would love to grab some Nashville hot chicken with you.
I would love that. You give me a call. I'm always in.
Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Got it.